Sun's starting to set now over Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Damian Kinsey, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the fours, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
Here comes perhaps the fast. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard to no avail. It's 2-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Dickerson's after it. 1 away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, I think you really have to limit the strikeouts in this game. Don't have any wasted plate appearances, and we know that's easier said than done. But you also have to have your 3, 4, 5 hitters step up in this one somehow.
David Wright will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Backhanded. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Reds have elected to challenge the
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out. So this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Carlos Gonzalez will stand in, and he's having a great season so far, currently 5th in the National League in home runs.
Andy leads this ball club in that department, so he's really been the guy that they're looking to drive the ball out of the yard.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Just underway here in Cincinnati. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And Encarnacion will take this to the bag, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score. Phil Hughes, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. He's been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And it's been a less than amazing start to the road trip too. They've won just 1 of their first 4 games, so they'll be looking to turn that around here.
That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Hit hard to short. Hernandez scoops it up and reined in 1 away. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Boy, this team is so tough to pitch to. They have the fewest strikeouts in the league. So if they continue to be aggressive at the plate, drive the ball into the gaps, and try to hang a crooked number up on this team early.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in as you take a look at that first column on the left. He's closing in now on that batting title.
Well, he swung the bat so well all season long, so we'll see how it all plays out at the end. Maybe he wins that batting title.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
If you're hitting left-handed, all you can really do is just kind of quit on that pitch and hope it doesn't find the outside corner.
Hughes is ready. Here's the 1-1. This one's flared out toward left. Garcia coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit, you know, people start to take notice of what you're doing.
Edwin Encarnacion will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Well, this is a guy who is in the conversation for that batting title, but he's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
And that's in there for strike 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. A dive, but he's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in.
Simple throw over there.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Runners off for second. Pitch misses the throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Just your classic single and a stolen base. Now with one out in the first, another base hit here to put that first run on the board.
Hit out towards second. Utley's up with it. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch David Wright at third base in this one. Still a very dependable third baseman. Not quite the third baseman he was early on in his career. He's had physical limitations over the last few years, but still one of the better ones in the game.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this in 2 away.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, high fastball up and in, followed by a curveball down and away. Two very different looks so far. And he's set up to go just about anywhere now.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Shot toward right center. And a base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Reds jump out in front here 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Albert Pujols will stride in as he's running out of time now if he wants to make a late push for that home run crown. Ground ball left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Cincinnati. It's the Reds 1 and the Pirates nothing. Matt Adams will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
Matt Adams.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball taken in by Castellanos. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we get to watch Derek Norris behind the plate. Very athletic, versatile, doesn't let anything get by him. And also pretty darn good offensively. Any team would love to have him.
One out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Huh. Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up at the plate, no doubt.
Hit down the line at first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Avisail Garcia waits on deck. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Well, this is due justice for the guy on the mound. He probably should have had the strikeout on the last pitch, but, you know, at the plate, you got to know you're not going to get that pitch called a ball twice in a row.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
2 out, nobody on. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. It remains 1-0. Nick Castellanos strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Baseman, Nick Castellanos.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game, and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Pierzynski corrals it, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout.
Oh, man, that just can't happen behind the plate.
So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Settling in now, Derek Norris. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Cliff Pennington will stand in, and as we give you a look at his splits versus right and left, he's had the better of right-handers, that's for sure. And he lays off there, 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
And with his stuff, guys will chase the slider. They'll chase the curveball, but they're not going to chase that fastball. He's got to put that thing a little closer to the zone.
Hughes comes set. Here he comes on 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runners on the move for second. Slapped hard the opposite way. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, I'm not too sure whether the shortstop was going to have a shot at this one, even if that runner wasn't stealing. But once he vacates his position, there's no chance that this ball is going to be knocked down. So that's a perfect hit-and-run play there to get that runner all the way over to third base.
He's set. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
And with his speed, contact probably means a run right here. So that's got to be his only thought process at the plate.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard towards second. And that one zips on through as he was in position, but he couldn't knock it down. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13 now. That's almost 2 full weeks where he's been swinging it.
Here's Mookie Betts, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runners are at second and third with one down. Hard liner toward short, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
Charlie Blackmon strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
From the stretch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Garcia. And that's the second out of the inning. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 2 full. The Reds are on top, 3-0. Chase Utley leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
0-1.
Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
And, oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one, too.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And Utley not biting at that one as he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Cesar Hernandez will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. One and one, here it is. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Betts is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
A.J. Pierzynski is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and one away. First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran. And he sends one deep down the right field line. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
The batter, number 6.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Look out, 2-0 now.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
3-0 now. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk. David Wright has a chance here to put his guys right back in this one. Bases are loaded.
Yeah, and a ball deep into the gap could tie it, and of course a long ball would flip this script entirely.
A curve down low, blocked by Norris. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Carlos Gonzalez will get a shot here in a bases loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
All right, you're down 2 here. You've got the tying runs in scoring position with 1 out. This has to be a productive at-bat. Even if you don't reach base, you've got to get that guy in from third.
The tag gets 1.
Well, you know, every base runner is precious out there, but they're even more so when you get them all the way to third base. So when you get careless and get tagged out there in no man's land, well, that's going to drive your manager crazy.
Here's Matt Adams now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
Here at the plate, you just need to be thinking base hit here. A grand slam, that'd be sweet, but a single should be enough to tie up this game.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Shot towards second. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. 1 run scores. And the tying run comes around to score from second. And he is in there.
Big swing of the bat right there. He's right on this pitch. You see this ball get down and get to the wall, and at that point, it's off to the races. He's going to wind up driving everybody home with a 3-run double.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. A 2-run shot for Victor Martinez. 29 home runs for him on the year, and it's now 6-3.
Oh, and that's a little vindication here against his former team. You know, I don't think he was looking at this game like it was any other game. He wanted to come in here, make a statement, and that's a pretty good one right there.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. So here is Avisail Garcia as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Oh, and he misses it. Around first, heading for second now. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
I'm not sure if this will wind up being a triple. It really should be a 3-base error. I mean, here it is. He was there in plenty of time. He just winds up with a handful of error. And they are going to hit him with an E. It's well deserved.
Chase Utley is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third.
Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Apparently, they're not done yet. This is now a 7-run inning, and they've gotten contributions from almost everybody up and down that lineup.
Cesar Hernandez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
This is the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Unbelievable. The rookie.
Struck him out, and the inning finally comes to a close.
All right.
But a big inning here as they bat around and push 7 runs across the plate to take the lead. We'll head now to the...
Killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Hughes steps into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. And Hughes gets ahead with the fastball for strike 1. I think that man right there just got a new lease on life after that last half inning.
Yeah, can you believe it? He's working with the lead. He might not have been expecting that.
Bounced slowly back toward the mound. And taken in out there for the first out.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. One out, nobody on. Ripped down the first base line. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Cut fastball taken for strike one. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
In the air to straightaway right. On the move is Gonzalez. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. The throw into second, and he'll make it in there with a two-out double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Nick Castellanos now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Already 40 pitches now here in the first few innings.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, he's going to have to start pitching to contact a little bit more, or else he may not make it 5 innings.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Takes this the other way to right. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. A.J. Pierzynski is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
First delivery to him on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1. And there's ball one. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Blackman. He's got it one away.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Billy Hamilton digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. One and one.
Well, you're not going to get that call if you've been all over the place. Now, if I'm pitching, I want that call, but at this point, he hasn't earned it.
That's a fucking strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. full count now. 3-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
David Wright stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. And they won't tempt it here with Wright as that pitch misses for ball 4. Carlos Gonzalez will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Cesar Valdez is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Carlos Gonzalez will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. 7 runs, only 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
A good job there making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Matt Adams is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
And he falls behind 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Leading off the inning, Derek Norris, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Here's Hughes back to work now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Yeah, you could tell right there. 0-2, he's just thinking about protecting the plate. And he nearly chased a bad one there. But he caught himself at the last possible instant.
Chop foul right at home plate. Hughes looks in. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And when you know you've got a guy in protect mode up there and he's fouling off pitches left and right, that's when you know you can just keep taking him further and further away. He winds up getting the punch out here on a pitch that's well out of the zone.
Cliff Pennington is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Utley is there. Throw will be in time to first, and Hughes is looking strong here. 2 away now.
Number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Liner towards second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Mookie Betts will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Segura runs. Pitch misses the throw down. And he is caught stealing to retire the side. Boy, oh boy. None left for Cincinnati. Victor Martinez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Designated hitter.
Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Leading off the inning, Mookie Betts. And they'll need him to get something going here.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Liner toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So with the leadoff man reaching base here, let's take a moment to check out this date in baseball history. Charlie Blackmon comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around. And this is on the ground for Utley. Could be 2. Scooped up while the throw pulls him off the bag.
Nice.
Oh, this is a bad error right here. He tries to square himself up to second base to get this double play started, but I don't know if his cleats got stuck or what, but this is not a very good throw, and he's going to get stuck with an E4.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field.
Get out.
Back goes Garcia, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well,
Tried
this
to
was
send
going to
him
get
at
one
third.
home
Why didn't
easily.
he go?
I thought that they might get two out of this. You're going to see this ball bangs off the wall on the fly, and they'll wind up holding that second runner at third base. So it's an RBI double with a chance now to maybe bring home a couple more.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. And the throw gets him at first base as he threw that one from his fanny, but he gets him anyway for the first out.
Well, by rights, this should have been an RBI single, but that's one heck of a play out there on defense. The run's still going to score, but what an exceptional defensive effort out there to at least get an out on the play.
Here's Albert now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Boy, and when Pujols starts getting good calls at the plate too, how are you ever going to get this guy out?
Chopped weakly to the left.
Shit.
Right comes up with it. In time to first, and there are two away.
Why
This is
didn't he
always a tough
run,
play
man?
for a charging
What the
third
fuck is
baseman.
that?
Everything's got to go right, and you see the good transfer, then the sidearm
I really
fling
like
off to the
that.
right foot, and he does a nice job of getting enough on that throw to make the play.
Nick Castellanos now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And this catches the zone
come
as well.
on.
It's 0-2 now.
But this is
Not
the
a
thing
strike.
that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And the runner's breaking for third. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit.
Nice.
And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Derek Norris will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have two strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first two times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
In there at the knees, strike one.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Here comes the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Pirates 7 and the Reds 6. Cesar Hernandez will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Fans, remember that it's Friday night here at the ballpark. That means stick around after the game for another Fireworks Friday presented by MLB The Show. The presentation will begin approximately 15 minutes after the final out. So be sure to stay in your seats following the game.
Into the seats, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, that man's got to be feeling a little better about things out there on the mound.
He sure does. His guys got him right back into the ball game, and now they need him to put up a shutdown inning here so those bats can go back to work.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
And the count will be full. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3-2. He's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
Into the box now, A.J. Pierzynski. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Lifted in the air out to center field. Betts moves over, 2 down.
You hear us talk about shutdown innings, and that's when you hold the team scoreless after you've scored in your half. Well, after his guys cut the lead down to 1, he's only 1 out away to a shutdown inning here.
On the ground to third. Castellanos is there. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates as they still cling to a 7-6 lead. Dan Otero will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 61, Dan Otero.
Cliff Pennington will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati 6th. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Pulled toward right center field. Gonzalez giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
It's a nice piece right there, man.
Into the box, Gene Segura. He singled his last
Go,
time up.
Genie.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1. bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit to third.
Nice.
On it goes right through him into left field.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Just checking.
Not fuck this up.
Here's Mookie Betts. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And a dive, but he's back in there. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there. And you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
6 runs, double the amount of hits. 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Runner back safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slider is right there. 83 on the gun. It's 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
And you know, as a hitter, with the runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting it.
A pitch out. The throw. It's on the money, but dropped at second base.
Well, that's no surprise to anybody that he's running right here on the first pitch. And these guys defensively, well, they know it too. But that just shows you the kind of speed he has out there, because even with the pitch out, he's still able to steal that base.
That's inside. 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Trying to hold the lead. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Utley on the grass. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 7 and the Reds 6. David Wright is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. First offering on its way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Big, slow breaking ball, one that drops in for a strike.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Unbelievable.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit to short. Segura has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Roster expansion is beautiful.
Carlos Gonzalez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design.
I would say so.
One thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Gonzalez able to lay off, and he's aboard after working a base on balls.
What pitch is this thing?
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Adams. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Can't pitch.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
Victor Martinez will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Ryan Webb will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 55, Ryan Webb.
Victor Martinez will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Well, he's done some pretty good damage in clutch situations with 2 RBIs in this game already.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
Even though this is still just a 1-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? On the first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Cincinnati bullpen does its job. Stretch time now here in Cincinnati. Bucks out in front, 7-6. Jeremy Jeffress will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Jeremy Jeffress.
Leading off the inning, Edwin Encarnacion, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
You know, this guy's been a savior out of the bullpen for this team so far this season. His ERA is under 2 coming into play, and he gets the first man to greet him right here.
Corey Dickerson will step in. A ground-out victim as last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. Garcia moving in. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, this is not exactly the most convincing swing you're going to see, but this is a results-oriented game. He manages to take the ball the other way and make his way aboard.
Here's Albert now. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. One there. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Reds go down quietly. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6. Avisail Garcia comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. There's Segura. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Drilled on the ground to short. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw to first, and Utley's retired. 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Cesar.
Digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, the left side not really his strength when it comes to contact. Not sure I like this matchup.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Encarnacion is up with it, and he'll get in there safely.
Come on.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Betts. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Leading off the inning, Nick Castellanos. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a curveball to begin the at-bat. 0-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. And there's a base hit. So there you go. The possible tying run aboard here to kick off the home half of the 8th. The tag, and he's out at second base. He probably should have stayed right where he was.
Well, you know what? You got to like the hustle, but you've also got to know your outfielder's arms out there. This never had a shot of succeeding, and he gets caught running himself into a pretty avoidable out.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in. And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
In now, Cliff Pennington. He'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. This is hit sharply to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Well, here's one of the few things that hasn't gone his way during this recent hot streak of his. He's been tearing the cover off the ball for the last week or two, and he does it again right here, but this time he's going to come up empty.
Here's the first pitch to him. Gene Segura stands in as he looks at a called strike. 2 out with the man at first. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Gonzalez has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1. Trying to hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Great look there at nighttime in Cincinnati as we head to the 9th inning for this one. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Billy Hamilton, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Oh, he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Grounded to short. Segura is there, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Now batting,
David Wright comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that'll get down for a base hit.
He's safe.
Textbook starts of the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this 1-run lead.
Nate Jones will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Carlos Gonzalez will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
2-0. Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Punched hard the other way. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Matt Adams stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, he had a good pitch to hit, too. That was a slider always in the strike zone. That would have been a good one to go after.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
1-2. Here it comes. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to...
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And the run is in to score from second.
Unfucking believable.
Victor Martinez is set to take some more
I
swings.
fucking hate this
Homer
game.
back in the third inning. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9.
Leading up the bottom of the ninth.
Striding in to start the 9th, Mookie Betts, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Gonzalez is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Blackman.
Charlie Blackman will stand in, needing to do
fucking
something here to
real.
get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Kimbrel's ready. Here's the pitch. Drilled to the right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Up next,
Check this out on Show Track.
First baseman.
It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Edwin Encarnacion ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he'll dive back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And the victory would be for Phil Hughes if the score holds where it is. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Encarnacion is retired. 2 down now. So unfortunately, it looks like he's going to come out of the game now with an apparent right shoulder injury. That's always concerning, so hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. J.P. Arancibia will have to come on and take over behind the plate after the injury. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped